Hello there everyone, welcome to Pick Up Play. This is Bang Average Football, which I saw advertised on the back of a copy of Retro Gamer, so I thought I'd give it a go. I've actually been playing it quite a bit. We'll go to, so you can do quick match, you can do tournaments. I'm not entirely sure. So this is my Steam Deck save, but I'm playing on my main PC for various reasons. Largely it's easier to capture. So I'm in the second season, but I'll explain it as we go on. It's basically a sensible soccer up, but with story to it. I just wanted to check something though, because I haven't been struggling too much. Oh yeah, okay, that's why. I was gonna say I haven't been struggling too much. I found it a little bit. Oh yeah, it's on easy. Yeah, it's on easy. All right, okay. So we'll keep it on. We'll keep it on that. I might have drawn the very first game and just gone, I feel like it's just going to be a chore. So, whatever, we'll keep it on easy. Anyway, as you can see, this does not look like sensible soccer. It looks more like, say, Pokemon. And, the plot is that you've been invited to play for this football team, and then when you get here, no one wants to be the manager, so you're put in charge as caretaker manager, and then more and more things. And so you need to build the team up, and so this is the chairman who this is the mayor, I think. You don't get to access this. This is stuff that comes in as you play the game. But you can see I've built up the stands a little bit. I'm not going to spend more money doing that because what I've recently unlocked is, if I go to team, advanced management, and this here, I can buy players, so I could sell some players. I can pick a player to go. So if they've got the dot next to the name, they're in the team. And I wouldn't want to get rid of them, but I could get rid of... So if you see towards the bottom, you've got overall 5.4 and then overall 5.7. I could do with replacing him because he's not... I've just signed him not so long ago. But if we go over here... You can see, wow. Some of these players, they're going to cost quite a lot of money. I could do, I don't really desperately need a striker at the minute. So my team's doing okay, but my team's doing, they're coping, but largely because I'm playing on easy. So we have a task though at the minute, I think, and that is journal, hire a commercial director. So it's the chairman's son. The chairman will meet in the pub, we'll come back to him, but we could bring in some extra money into the club by doing sponsorship deals with local businessmen. My son Maxwell has just finished his degree at the University of Houston, and I'd like to appoint him as Old Trad Brick United's new commercial director. I should take the train to Houston and visit the university, so we need to head over here. I have designed my own character on this and named the team. So Trad Brick is what Manchester United were called on Pro Evo, I think. Trad Brick Stadium was Old Trafford. We can't skip it. Well, maybe we can. Is he going to say anything to us? Okay, this is Houston. Most populous city in the country. Home of culture, education, and being rude to tourists. Okay. So we're in London. Sorry, you can't go through here right now. What's going on? Is there a demonstration? Something like that. Might call it a spirited debate. Was I going to do voices? I'm not. I'll just read. Say that again. I'll dare you to say that again. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do some London. I'll say it 1,000 times. It won't be any less true. Arthur Kovalenko is the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen with my own eyes. I'd be embarrassed if that was the goalkeeper United had to put out every week. And Jesus Christ, have we had some embarrassing keepers over the last few years. Liability, useless, terrible. You're having a giraffe. Arthur Kovalenko is 10 times the goalkeeper Scott Salter will ever be. And don't get me started on your so-called striker, Andreas Heinemann. What a hopeless waste of a player. I've seen my grandfather take better shots. Awful dross, probably smells too. You're talking a load of old rubbish. Do you know that Andreas Heinemann has consistently outperformed their XG more than any other forward in the league? And if you want to talk about finishing, let's talk about Laurent Menard, Rovers' so-called pride and joy. If there was an Olympic event for shanking the ball over the bar, they'd give it Laurent Menard the gold every year. Wow. Jesus, this language. If I didn't have research problems to review, I'd pick this cop up by his feet and smash you round the head with him. Lucky for you, I've also got research proposals to review, and better ones than yours too, but count your blessings, you've dodged a real bruising today. So this tends to happen every time we're going to get a new feature. We have to go into another town via train, and then you get a bit of story around there. So I had one where a trophy had gone missing, I had to find it. How often does this happen? Depends. They usually chill out a bit more over the off season. Once the football's back on, though, they're out here every day, bellowing at each other. You must have a lot of free time. I don't think so. They're both professors at the University of Houston. You must be joking. Nope. 1 minute they're giving lectures and publishing books, the next they're at each other's throats. We can come through now that they've gone, but believe me, you don't want to be caught between Rovers and United fans. I guess it's life in a city with two big clubs. I should go find the university. Excuse me, you see you're having a... Oh, okay. Sorry. Go on the United side. There's a hotel? So presumably this is where we're supposed to go. Big building in the centre. Are we? Maybe not. Oh, here's someone with a speech bubble. Okay. Oh yeah, you hear about the bicycle for sale? No, your dad sent me to talk to you actually. Here's a message for you. He asked you to come here in person and talk to me. What about the phone I got him last Christmas? I think he uses it as a coaster sometimes, and he told me his message simply had to be delivered in person. He's trying to get some sponsorships for Old Trad Brick and wanted to offer you the role of commercial director of the club. Congratulations on your graduation, by the way. It's a very impressive achievement. I haven't technically graduated, actually. Wait, you say you haven't actually graduated yet? No, there's a problem with my degree, and I'm not sure what to do about it, and I sort of panicked and haven't told my dad. What's the problem? Did you forget about the weird I in business? I spent weeks writing my thesis, but I can't graduate until it's been reviewed by the two heads of department, Professor Rutherford and Professor Cantrell. Well, that sounds easy enough. I can help you with that. Where would they be? You're welcome to try, but I think you'll see my problem soon enough. There's two pubs south of the river where you'll find them. Professor Rutherford hangs out in the Blue Lion, Professor Cantrell hangs out in the Red Swan. So, yeah, I didn't skip the text there, by the way. It does this as a habit where it seems to skip a bit of text very quickly to... I'm just going to have a quick look in here, because... Yeah, so what might happen here is... Okay, we're part of the university's physics department. Our mission is to solve the problems of the future today. Now, it may be that this is nothing. Are you a scientist as well? No, I'm a football player. Scientists and athletes are more similar than you might think. We both push ourselves to learn more, both strive to achieve the best results. We both depend on a lot of other people's money. You could actually help us with one of your experiments if you like. Okay, yeah. Let me know if you're interested. So, yes. So, this is what I was going to say is, what you'll get in these areas is these sort of practice things, practice events. And, so in this one we're testing the hypothesis of involving exit velocities, but it's essentially score from your own half. This, if I were to do it, and I might get 5 attempts to score 3 goals, then I'll get a skill point, and I have already maxed out most of my, not most of them, but I'm pretty good on this. Your player manager, by the way. Just need you to try and score goals from beyond the halfway line. Don't be afraid to give it some real power. Okay, that's handy that the first one worked. I'm gonna put a bit of height on it so it wasn't cut out. Uh-oh, that's gone wide. That's gone wide. Ooh, oh. Oh. Yes, just in time. Okay, good. So we've got skill point. So you are player and manager, as I said. So I've improved my speed and control to like max level. I've left the handling because I'm not a keeper, so I don't think I need it. Yeah, so we could do tackling so we win the ball by height team, been playing in midfield. Power for better shots and stuff. Agility, we'll be able to accelerate quickly, turn quickly. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So there's probably another one knocking around, but as you can see, it's less vital because I'm already at quite a high level, but I'll probably have to do something else already. I like playing up front, but I always have trouble scoring from my teammates' crosses. The ball either bounces straight off me or shank it wide. Can you show me the proper way to score? See, we're going to get another one of these now. Once a winger crosses the ball, strikers start readying their shot before the ball even arrives. If you hold circle while the ball is in mid-flight, you can get your shot away as soon as you have the ball under control. Oh. Whoops. I've not, I did have shoot held down there. Okay, we're gonna, we're not doing very well here. I need to get back into the middle bit. Oh. We're gonna do another attempt at this, I think. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't work quite the way, you know, it said like, oh, you'll be able to press the button before, like, you'll be able to shoot before you'll be able to load up the shot, basically. Once a winger crosses the ball, the striker can start readying their shot before the ball even arrives. If you hold circle whilst the ball is in mid-flight, you can get your shot on the way as soon as you have the ball under control. That didn't seem to be true. Oof. Oof, we're not going to do this, are we? Dear me. Dear me. We'll have one more go at this, I think. Dear me. Just hitting the keeper. Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. We are going to do this, so I'll cut out the video until I do it. You'll never know how many attempts it took. Oh! Yes! Easy. Looks like you can play with a calm head. Maybe that's my problem. I feel like I get the ball, my brain melts into mush. So we got another point. We'll put it on power. Why not? Who's this guy? Right, so we need to go to the various pubs. This is the Blue Lion. Are you Professor Rutherford? That's what the sign of my office says. Are you here to apply for the internship? I must say, most people typically just apply online. No, I was hoping to give you a thesis to review. It was written by a friend of mine, and he can't graduate until it's been reviewed. Let's have a look then. I could do with a break from these dire research papers. Ah, yes, see, here's the problem. The bit here where it says Professor Cantrell is co-reviewing it, what does that mean? It means I'm not reading it, thanks for stopping by. I have a duty to uphold the intellectual standards of this university, and I can't do that while cooperating with some empty-headed United fan. Wow. Is that really such an issue? Aren't Rovers and United fans more or less the same? Slander and calumny. Okay, I don't actually know what calumny means, so maybe I am an empty-headed United fan. Rovers and United fans couldn't be more different. We're like chalk and cheese. More like chalk and vomit. Why would we be chalk? Wouldn't we rather be cheese? Chalk tastes so awful. That's not the point! Inside of town, whatever. Okay. The things are bad. Maybe reading this thesis will help you relax. No? Okay. So we need to go speak to the other professor. I'm going to guess we're going to have to play football to solve this. Look forward to another 3 points for United this week. Oof. Are you Professor Cantrell? I might be. Don't recognise you though. Have I seen you in Red Swan before? No, I've never been here before. You've never been to Red Swan before? You're not a Rovers fan, are you? Rovers. No, you got it all wrong. I'm not a Rovers fan. I play for Old Trad Brick. Ah, you're with Old Trad Brick. Well, luckily we've not yet found a reason to despise Old Trad Brick. So you're more welcome here. I mean, yeah. Don't finish that thought, man. Hey, I actually wondered if you had time to review a thesis from a friend of mine. He's worked very hard on it, and I'm sure he's very good, but he can't graduate until it's been reviewed. A thesis? Now you're talking, let's see. To be reviewed by Professor Cantrell, that's me, and also Professor Rutherford! Oh, you've got a lot of nerve bringing this name in here. That's no good, wretched Rovers fan. I've worked too hard in my career to have it tainted by associating with charlatans like him. You can keep this thesis. I won't be signing off on anything with Rutherford's name on it. Well, this has gone poorly. So now what? I'm with him on that, to be honest. If you don't... Please? Okay, presumably there's not a lot we could do. We maybe have to just go back to that lad. We'll go back up this way. Is there anything here? No. I see the problem now. I did try to warn you. I can't believe two heads of department at a reputable university would be so obstinate. I mean, I love football as much as the next person, but this is extraordinary. Rovers fans and United fans are natural enemies. Once they discovered that they supported rival teams, they essentially declared war. The only thing that unites them is economics, and even that's a stretch. Is there anyone else at university you could try and talk some sense into them? Technical director, kit manager maybe? Universities don't have technical directors, all kit managers, but there is an economics luminary visiting town to give a lecture. Her name is Dr. Prudence Spencer. She's a very successful author and promoting a new book. It's called Prudence Spencer's The Prudent Investor. She's staying at a hotel next to the university. Okay, we walked past that before. Reckon the two professors would listen to her if she tried to mediate. Well, maybe, she's quite famous. But I've no idea how you'll convince her to mediate a dispute between two university professors over a football rivalry. You leave that to me. I can be very persuasive. So let's go. We will get to some football eventually. I'm afraid we're fully booked. Please feel free to wander around the halls and knock on people's doors. Mate, I really don't care. We'll go for this one. I mean, we look like we guessed the right one there. There you go. Okay, thank you. You can just put my breakfast on the table. Oh no, I don't work for the hotel, madam. I'm a football player. A football player in my hotel room? How serendipitous. To what do I owe the pleasure? Are you Prudence Spencer? Author of Prudence Spencer's The Prudent Investor? Ah, you must be looking for an autograph. Well, I never want to disappoint my fans. I'll be happy to oblige. Maybe later, but first I wanted to ask for a different kind of fit. Oh, Jesus. Do you have any experience mediating professional disputes? Oh yeah, very much so. It's an essential set of skills for anyone in the publishing game. I once spent 6 hours negotiating a standoff between my agent and my editor over a typography dispute. How was it resolved? Compromise. Always compromise. We created a new font, a blend of oh Jesus Christ, it's too early in the morning for this. Helvetica. A blend of Helvetica and Garamond. We call it Garatica. That's genius, no wonder you've been so successful. Do you think you can mediate a dispute between two professors who support rival football teams? There's a student called Maxwell who can't graduate until they both review his thesis, but they are not currently on speaking terms. It's unorthodox, but not out of the realms of my expertise. Football fans have a tendency to miss the forest for the trees sometimes, but I think I can bring them both back on side. So you think you'll help? Yeah, I certainly do. Why don't you join me for my lecture? It'll be at the perfect arena to bring the two belligerents together and make peace. Is that the football stadium? She might not have said at. She might have just said it will be the... So, is this going to be the lecture? Yeah. It's a football player. I'm seeing so much of you. Do you know what you're going to say? Yes, I plan to focus on the pitfalls and risks of premature asset diversification. Okay. I meant a bit about Professor Rutherford and Professor Cantrell. I see. Don't worry, I have a very compelling series of appeals and reasons upon economists deal in logic and facts. Not even two esteemed professors are above it. Shoo, take a seat. It's going to begin. Thank you for having me today. My name is Prudence Spencer. I'm here to give a small lecture based on my latest book, Prudence Spencer's The Prudent Investor. Before we get started, I'd like to take a few minutes to address an interesting situation that has been brought to my attention. As I understand it, Professors Rutherford and Cantrell have entered into a professional dispute related to a difference of opinions. There's no opinion to be had, and there's nothing professional about Professor Cantrell. Academia is about dignity and intelligence, and United fans have none of either. Look everyone, it's Professor Rutherford. I gave him a lisp then for a second. Look everyone, it's Professor Rutherford showing all the class and wit you'd expect from a pig-headed Rovers fan. As admirable as your convictions are, gentlemen, think back to when you first set foot in this esteemed institution. Do you really think you'd be holding back your pursuits of knowledge arguing about football? Is it really worth wasting your energy on each other when there is so much more still to learn? Poor young Maxwell can't graduate until the two of you swallow your pride and come together for the common good. Well, I suppose. For all the joy and heartbreak football brings you, it's important to remember what a wise philosopher once said: football is most important of the least important things in life. I don't think I've heard that quote before. And more importantly, as an even wiser philosopher once said, both hosting clubs are but insignificant specks of dust cowering in the shadow of the mighty Stamford Athletic. I think we played Stamford Athletic last season and battered them. I can't think of a more pathetic sporting institution than Stamford Athletic. I think they might be the Man City stand-in. Although in this instance it looks like it might be Rovers, but because they're blue and United are red in this, but the biggest city in the... who knows? Even those horrid green shirts remind me of a pile of sick. Okay, so yeah, it's not. They would... Yeah. I dread every away day at Stamford Athletic. I wonder if Stamford Athletic is Stamford Bridge, and it's actually Chelsea, but Chelsea aren't playing green. Anyway, whatever. I dread every away day at Stamford Athletic in that grim stadium held together with chewing gum and duct tape. Every time I wonder why they don't burn the place to the ground. And don't get me started on the state of your squad. Rafa Jediak might be the worst player I've ever seen on a football pitch. I don't even want to hear whatever it is you were going to blather on about for an hour. I'd rather pull my own teeth out with a pair of tongs. I'm going to go read this lad's thesis. It's bound to be more interesting than this tripe. Me too, anything's better than listening to the Neolithic opinions of some Stamford Athletic fan. Where are they going? Do they even have a copy of the thesis? I don't think so, we should follow them and make sure, but wow, I can't believe this actually worked. B+, pleased with that. Take the positives and learn from it. Well, probably not done now yet. Yeah, I can't believe it's finally over. I'm a university graduate. Guess I should head back to old Treadbrick and see my dad about that job. Thanks for helping me out, Ben. Not sure what I would have done without you. Back to old Treadbrick for me as well, I suppose. Okay, we got some skill points. So we're going to max out. Let's max that. And then what are we going for? We're going for power. We're going for agility, tackling. We'll go for agility. And then trudge back. This way. Will we go this way? Yeah. Wait. Oh, we could get another skill point here. Okay, so can you show me some of your crosses? I once heard you start powering up your cross while running, you could change your aim with the left stick without changing direction. Okay, that's interesting. Well, if you cross too early, you give your striker a harder finish to make. Be patient, get down the wing, then whip it in. Oh, way too much. Okay, so we need to use loft as well. Oh god, I was way too early on that. Hey, so we need to hit 4. We got 5 attempts. Hey, only just. Oh, why is it hitching? It's not good. Okay, we got that. I feel like we've been robbed with the hitching otherwise. Yes, done. Easy. And with one more just for... No, hitching again. That's... See, I've noticed this a little bit since I booted it up today on the PC. It's been being a bit weird. We'll see what it does in a match. But, yeah. Okay. Well, we're now at... So this... Again, this might be my own fault. I'm playing on easy and stuff. We'll see if something else unlocks. But I've got all these skill points. There's more I can unlock, and I don't need them for anything. I mean, I've got one more that I can... Or 2 more. Yeah, let's go back home. Okay, we can skip. Right, good. Yeah, let's skip. So we're in Treadbrick again. They can't really... There's people to talk to, but you don't get a huge amount. Great result against Port Goldstone last week. Okay, so before we go and talk to the chairman, I'm just going to show you down here. There's people here. Okay, we might have sold Dennis Frimpong. Our defence has been on top form recently. Impenetrable. Yep, playing on easy. So this guy will figure into the plot a little bit, and he gives you these challenges, and you can see I've done most of them. So we're 3 clean sheets away. We need to 50% possession and victories and stuff like that. So we got a few, but this will get you a point as well. And so even if I don't get another skill point for anything else, I could probably max out everything I need to just using that. The only one I won't do, I suppose, is handling. Yeah, but we'll get stuff just as we progress through the season. Like this might even get us something. Good news, my dad's formally installed me as the new commercial director. Congratulations, it must have been a hell of an interview. Right, yeah, that's fair. At least I can help out with sponsorship deals now. Do you want to hear a bit more about them? That was a rhetorical question, I'm telling you anyway. Clubs can earn prize money by winning matches and titles, but it's ultimately a below average source of income. Sponsorships are basically as we've been doing. So basically as we've been doing by playing the games, winning, we get money from people coming to the stadium, so we've built up the stands and stuff, and just from winning games and winning the league, we got some money. Sponsorships, however, are a more lucrative option to rely on. Businesses will pay you a fee after home matches if you let them advertise themselves in our stadium. Businesses will only make you an offer if the club's reputation is high enough for them. Often, the bigger the business, the more they'll scrutinise where their brand goes. You can only accept a new sponsorship if you have enough hoardings at the stadium. The mayor can help you buy more. Sorry, that was a bit badly read. The mayor can help you buy more if you want to take on more sponsors. It's often a good investment. Of course, you'll need to think about what kind of businesses you want to be affiliated with. Taking money from the wrong people can often affect the club's reputation if the fans get upset. It doesn't happen in the other side of the city, you know what I'm saying? Hold trad brick. Yeah? Maybe we're not just sponsoring ourselves, cleaning some money, cleaning some reputation. Anyway, my dad's trusting you to use your best judgment. Money isn't everything, but it helps. Come have a chat whenever you want to amend the club's sponsorship deals. So, this person here, whenever you talk to them, it never bothers me too much if Old Tradbrick win or lose. All I ask is that the club sticks to its principles and represents the town well. So, yeah, I agree. Let's buy some advertising hoardings. Okay. We can... Okay. Right, let's go. We've got some advertising hoardings. Now what? What do we do with the advertising hoardings? Does it tell us? No. Let's go talk to this guy, see if he just gives us sponsorships. Okay. Oh, we've only got one. So, that's fine. Not much we can do, but hey. Right, so let's go play a game. Finally get into some football. And we don't need to do anything else. We've got money, we could sign someone, but we're just gonna get on with it. Their formation's crazy. Wonder if they're like Spurs? They sort of look like Fulham. So I've still got my original two strikers, and this guy, technically, isn't that... Like, he's the weaker of the two, but he scores all the goals. He's the one that's the better of the two, technically, but yeah, doesn't score as many. I think he plays a bit deeper. Anyway, as you can see, maybe I've got better at this game, and I might need to put it up to normal. But hey, you know, maybe we'll do that next match. We'll see. I don't know. But I mean, this video's gone on quite a while just because of all that nonsense. But yeah, it's Sensi in the centre. Ooh, okay. Bosh! Yeah, it plays like the passing snaps to people more than in sensible soccer. But if you like this sort of stuff, like there was it Super Arcade Football? There's a couple of games like this on the channel that sort of blend into one, and there's Sociable Soccer, which I really enjoy. I thought, like it's not the perfect game or anything, but I enjoyed that a lot. I haven't played it in a while. I think it's been updated since I last played it. Yeah. Okay. So I did sign a couple of players once I was able to, and but I didn't touch my right-hand side. It was all... Oh, that was a terrible shot. It was on the left. I signed a left winger and a left back, and then a centre back who is a left-sided centre back. But I couldn't work out which of my centre backs was the left-sided centre back. So yeah. Okay, are we... Oh. Get out of the way. So you do have like a through... Oh, that didn't work. You do have through ball as an option. It's a bit hit and miss. everything is done. If you want to put height on everything, so there is like a cross button, like a long pass button, effectively, but it defaults to kicking it along the floor, which is a bit different to something like Sensible Soccer. It yeah, you have to hold left trigger to get height on stuff, which is good for lobs and stuff like that. So it makes sense for shooting to some extent, and like a short pass like that is fair enough. But yeah, the thing I always find with these sorts of games, and I'm not, maybe this is going to come in because there's still at least another couple of seasons, tournaments, I suppose. Is I never feel like there's much point in having a squad. Like, if I want to make a substitution, like Sensible Soccer, people used to get injured every now and then. But stuff like stamina and fitness, like they do add it, and they add it to Sensible Soccer does it. I think it just gives you a reason to have a squad and engage with that side of it more. Whereas something like this, like fitness doesn't matter, so I can, if needs be, I can make a change here. Tactics, lineup. We've not got loads of better players, but sort of to what end? So we can take this guy off, give the other guy a go. Doesn't happen straight away, so he's just going to stand there until the ball goes out of play again. But it doesn't matter because he doesn't need to play. He doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's no yeah, it doesn't affect the gameplay in the slightest, except that he's technically a worse player. Oh, there we go. Hey. Not through good play, though. Yeah, I'll have to just up the difficulty a little bit. I will say as well, just sort of because we're coming to the end of the match, I suppose. I've been playing this on Steam Deck, and yeah, it's a very good Steam Deck game. I think these standard games generally are really, but yeah, it's good fun, good pick up and play. Play a couple of matches, put it on pause. The other thing I will say is all that story stuff I showed before this game. Oh God, could have had a hat trick. Oh well. You sort of assume it's going to happen after every game, and it doesn't. You can just sort of tick on game after game after game, and yeah, it's okay. Got one. Yeah, which is fine. It's not, but it does sort of the plot is very, other than as a way to introduce mechanics. I don't know that it's that engaging. I suppose like if you just seen now, I can add sponsorships, and so that seems to be what it's for. There's very little else going on with the plot. Oh well. Easy. I mean, it was on easy. That'll probably be it. I mean, we can... Okay, so we get more than... No, we didn't. Okay. We start getting more than 50% possession, but because I keep scoring and shooting. So we got ticket sales, we got a decent amount. Prize money, we got some. Sponsorship, we got 50. Who knows if we can get more sponsorship, but you would think this would take us back to the story, the town, and all that sort of stuff, and it doesn't. So there's not a lot we can do. We just keep advanced point. We can maybe buy someone, but again, we don't really need to at the minute. But I will at some point change to. Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon and this has happened. A new sponsor has offered to support Old Tribe Break. So these people have popped up anyway. around the stadium. Just been there as decorative sort of thing. We've not been getting money from it, so we will add this as well. Cool. Done. No. Potentially use some of that money, save some of it, and then add more sponsorship boards from this guy. But yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. So this, I've forgotten the name of it already. What is it called? System. Oh god. Save and quit. Bang Average Football. That's what it's called. It's a bad name. I keep forgetting the name of it. But I quite like some of the writing in it. The gameplay is fun. I quite like it. I like say, grew up playing Sensi, so I'm always got a soft spot for that. It's a nice idea having a story. The only sort of, or having a story mode, there was one, maybe it was Super Arcade Football, there was one a few years back. I think I did a video of it. I definitely played a lot of it on Steam Deck, and it had a story, and it was like, everyone was a dick to you, but you end up sort of proving them wrong and all. That was really, really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. The story seems to be less involved and more about, like I said, just bringing through gameplay mechanics and stuff. So we'll see. I suspect in the final season it will be like, I've finally got to see, because we apparently used to be successful and then we've fallen down the leagues and come back up. So, or we're trying to get back up to where we were. Yeah, I'm making no comment on that as a United fan, but that seems to be it in terms of the overall plot, beyond just bringing in like, oh, now we can do sponsorship, oh, now we can sign players, oh, now we can expand the stadium, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's fine. I think if it overstays its welcome, it's but I don't think it. It looked to me like there was only 4. If we go to story, that looks to me like there's 4 trophies, and so we're heading towards the second one, and then there'll be the third and the fourth, and presumably we'll need to really improve the players. But as you can see, overall 10, unless there's like a second level to skills, my character is, more or less maxed. So not quite there yet, but near enough. So I don't. That sort of skill point stuff seems to be a bit wasted. But we'll see. We'll see if it opens up more. It is potential that I'm speaking far too soon and it will open up. But anyway, that's Bang Average Football. Hope you enjoyed. And have a look around the channel. If you like more of these sorts of games, like I said, Super Arcade Football, Sociable Soccer, and one other that I forgot the name of. There's a few out there on Steam now, and I think they're generally pretty good. When they get them right, they're good fun, and this would be one of the better ones, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching.